Oakland with the latest. James?
Sal, good morning to you. As you mentioned, this area has been closed since about 3 o'clock this morning. Another chunk of 580 closed even sooner before that, all thanks to that rain that was coming down, causing some of the flooding. You're looking westbound right now, so if you're headed from places like Hayward up to Oakland, this is the lane you'd be driving in. And as you can see, the flooding hasn't really changed much since we've talked about it all morning long here. What has changed, and I think because we know that this is going to last and be like this for a while, we have ducks now on the water, on the flood here on the westbound side of the highway. On the eastbound side, we're starting to make a good amount of progress here. We just spoke to some folks from the California Highway Patrol as well as Caltrans. They say that they are having the conversations now on what it may look like to open the first and second lanes of the eastbound way of the highway. So again, that's if you're going from Oakland down over to Hayward and toward the South Bay here. Lots of options for alternatives, although now that we're getting closer to that peak commute time, those places are starting to get a little bit more backed up here. So at the very least, give yourself plenty of extra time. But when it comes to what actually happened here, we haven't really gotten that much rain since 3 a.m. this morning. So why did this flooding all kind of stick around for as long as it has? Well, I spoke to Caltrans a little bit about that earlier this morning.
Right now, crews and our contractors are working at pumping out that water and also trying to figure out what went wrong at that pump house. And so right now we're working on clearing that water up. We're working and making sure that there is no safety hazards on the road. Again, Caltrans' top priority is safety.
So we're talking about 2 to 3 feet of water still standing on the highway here. Again, that eastbound side looks a lot better than it did just a few hours ago. So Caltrans and CHP are considering reopening that 1 or 2 lanes up in probably the next hour or so. As far as the rest of the lanes in both directions, Caltrans tells me they are hoping to have it open by about noon today. So pretty much the remainder of the morning, the rest of this morning here, if 580 is part of your normal morning commute, it is not going to be today. You definitely want to make sure you take pretty much any other freeway. You do have options. 880 if you're coming off the Bay Bridge, 680 if you're coming from Walnut Creek, Concord, Lafayette, that area. You can also take 24 to 13. 13 reconnects down to 580 in an area that's already back open. So again, you have the options, but you're certainly going to need to expect some delays as well. We're live this morning in Oakland. I'm James Torres, KTVU, Fox 2 News.